Hello there everyone, it's me, Safari Sam, with an oddly crooked video. My tripod says that the camera's level, and this is definitely level. I don't know what's up here, but if you might have seen our kind of somber last episode, which was a short update video, but a very sad update. Our Triops colony didn't survive the transportation from the hatchery into the new enclosure. I don't know if it's because I kind of fumbled their hatchery. I don't know if that shook them up and really hurt them. I don't know if there was something that was maybe poisonous to them within our substrate or whatever, but I completely took the tank, and after all that, I spent a day I dumped all the substrate. Didn't keep anything, didn't keep the shells and stuff. I kept the turtle shell for like my personal collection, but everything was wiped. I still have the turtle shell, and I do want to try using it again. I don't think it was the shell. I mean, I've had this shell a long time, you know, it was going to be used as a hide. I've had this shell a long time and everything. I think the shell was fine. I don't think it caused any problems. But there are a lot of things that could have. And it could have just been my inexperience. I did a water change and acclimation and everything, but you can only do so much, right, mate? But today, I spent a good $200 on stuff to make this tank livable for a different creature. Now, as we go along in the video, I want you to try to guess what the main creature feature, or I guess feature creature, this isn't a movie, well I guess it sort of is, the main feature creature, or I guess just feature creature, for this tank is going to be. Let me know in the comments what you think it is, and not this video, but maybe the next one you'll see them, because I did find a source for these critters, and I want to see if you can guess what they are. So, we're going to do a lot here right now. Let's look at some of the things I picked up. This puppy was really quite a dog send. The Aquarium bioactive substrate. I really wanted some bioactive substrate. I was going to make my own, but we got some here. That's a little shrimpy there. Hi, Shrimpy. Hi. Wonder if that's foreshadowing. But yes, this substrate is bioactive, so it's got a lot of stuff in it that can help your flora and fauna grow. It'll help plant with live plants in aquariums. It has beneficial bacteria, which I was going to have to insert outside of this, but now we have this, so let's insert this puppy, which is of course what I said to my ex-wife right before she left me. I'm going to pour this in, and then once I spread it around, I'll give you a good look at this slop. Here's an angle that's actually tolerable. Definitely going to need a ring light or something. But this is our bioactive substrate. Really dark, really wet. Much like my ex-wife's new lava. We're just going to push this around. Now, this isn't our final substrate because we're going to be doing a lot. I want to add gravel, but that's not going to come yet. I want this to kind of be our beginning substrate, and then the gravel will come in. Maybe? Is the dresser this is on crooked? All the water is pulling to this side. Huh. Well, fuck me and my goat ass. Perhaps it is. This glove, which is way too small, is more for the soil's protection than mine. This soil's not going to hurt me by touching it, but I'm trying to be a little conscious here. Also, it'll help me keep me from making a mess. Now, let's add a bit of little natural well water from our purified aquifer. I'm definitely going to redistribute the substrate more than I would like. I probably shouldn't pour it in so quick. Let's go a little slower. Yeah, that's it. Note to self, don't fuck this one up. Now we've got a little over 5 gallons of our pure well water here in a roughly 10-gallon tank. We are going to leave it open. Don't worry, the cat cannot get up here. Trust me, she has tried and she is too goddamn fat. But this is nice. But also, 'tis a little murky. If only there was some way to filter out all this water. Muck. You don't want to filter out the water, you want to filter out the muck. What am I fucking talking about? We got ourselves the Whisper PF tin for filtration, 5 to 10 gallon aquarium, which is what we had. Easy maintenance, which is good for a man on the go. None of this stuff is sponsored. I'm just showing you what I'm using so that I can also get feedback. But yeah, we're going to pop this puppy in there. Now that our water filter is all hooked up, that is a dinosaur tail, Psittacosaurus, just ignore it. We got our little friends acclimating to the water here. And this puppy is supposed to start up in 10 to 20 seconds from plug-in. I have primed it. If it doesn't work, that'll be pretty not ace of it. But we put a little more water in. I'm wondering if I should put more in. Seems to be high enough. I don't want it to be too high. I don't want anyone escaping, you know. Also, I was thinking of having some plants come up out of it. This is going to be bioactive, as previously mentioned. And why isn't this thing starting? I mean, granted, it hasn't been 20 seconds, but you know, the suspense is killing me. I'm just afraid it's going to cut me off mid-sentence. Or, an even bigger fear, that I didn't fucking do this correctly, because typically I don't keep water critters. I typically keep land critters, terrestrial creatures, not aquatic creatures. And I'm a little afraid that I'm not doing this correctly. But, I mean, everything ran through it like it's supposed to. I mean, I've got a decent amount of water and stuff. Let's move our little friends here to a less chaotic spot. All 6 of them are alive. Those critters you will see, they're not the mystery critter. The mystery critter is not one of them. These little guys are going to be cohabitants for our mystery critter. It's definitely been 20 seconds. It could also be my old ass extension cord, now that I think about it. Good news! Turns out it was my jank ass cord. And this puppy is pretty quiet once all is said and done. It looks pretty alright on top of this here. The top of the water is a bit more active than I want. Maybe I'll try to raise it up some, the water level, but it's already almost completely to the top. I really don't know how much more I could get in there. I guess I still have, what do I still have, half a gallon of my well water left, which would be more than enough to fill it. But I've been running the filter for a bit now, and it's really starting to clear up. I mean, just look at that clear ass water and ignore the horrible reflection. It looks pretty good, and it's getting clearer by the second. So now it's time to add a few more of my things. We got a nice little aquatic plant, a Nubius SP, snail free, freshwater, single. A lot of good things going on here, and I am going to make a list of all the things in this enclosure. Probably go up on Patreon. But yeah, we've got to get this guy in that bioactive substrate. This puppy's honestly not in bad condition. I was looking through most of the plants at the store, and a lot of them are not great. Got to get it out of this plant gel, however. And our plant is, well, planted. As you can see, it went right into that substrate. Really hoping it'll enjoy it. I'm going to try to get more plants over time. This is the first plant, but it will not be the last. And I will likely probably get more substrate as well. Might get another bag on the morrow, and maybe another plant on the morrow too. It's kind of going to depend on budget things, how fast this puppy gets built up. Once again, I did not get the main critter for it today, on the day I'm recording, but I did get 6 other critters, and the cat's really jealous. So let's keep moving till we get to them. This tank also marks the return of the turtle shell. Once again, fully disinfected and everything. It makes a great hide, and it is a piece of nature. And that's the thing. I know I got this picture as the background on the tank, but I really want everything in there to be a real piece of nature. So, the turtle shell, it's here to stay, mate. Sorry. It's here to stay. So now, let's get to our light. We got this Cora Life light for our tank here. Just screws onto the back, which is good because I do need that quick 3-way soft touch control. On all, blue on, and also all off. Versatile mounting, 6 bright white and blue LEDs, and let me tell you, they are blue because I was, oh god, I was an idiot. They had pointed towards me when I plugged it in. Up to 20 gallons, which is good. And also at the store where we bought our critters today, this is the light they were using on all their tanks. And that kind of was a good sign for me. And this was the last one. I guess that also convinced a lot of other people that it was a really nice light. It's a nice light. And I'm very happy to have gotten the last one. Now, let's see what this puppy can do. Oh, Christ, that's bright. Dear Lord. And then let's do the blue. Oh, crikey. Oh my god, that puppy's bright. For fuck's sake. Up to 20 gallons, yeah, that makes sense. And then off. So this will sure as hell make filming a lot easier. Oh yeah. Look how much of that fucking glare was just eliminated immediately. Immediately. Oh my god. That's so harsh though. That's really harsh. Hopefully that'll really work out for them though. But I mean, look. It's really, really working out. Nice bright light for the plant. Nice bright light for the hide. Hopefully this will work out. Let me know if you think it's too bright, because yikes. But it looks like it's working to me, mate. It really looks like it's working to me. I also got this plant. It's from the Magic Aquarium. Shrimp Buddies, perfect for freshwater shrimp and community aquariums. And this will be a community aquarium. And the shrimp will need this beautiful mossy algae kind of thingy. Now that stuff is really floating around, but I think it's kind of supposed to. I think it's kind of supposed to be suspended so that little shrimpies can crawl all through it and whatnot. And speaking of, it's time to get our little friends reacclimated to the water, because I kind of took them out. But I'm putting the bag in now. Alright, so here we go. We have 6 little friends slowly acclimating to the water there. We are going to leave them for a bit. If you look close, you can see what they are. They're in full view. If you're on a phone, you maybe can't tell, but you can probably guess at this point. And luckily all 6 seem to be very much alive. Good news for me, because while they weren't expensive, they were expensive. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Assuming that you can see past the bubbles, it's looking pretty good. The shrimp stuff that we just put in was a bit of a problem at first. We put it in and it immediately started clogging the filter, but I pulled it away and pushed it to that side of the aquarium and it kind of settled on the opposite side of the filter, and now it's fine. Now it's fine. Pretty happy with it, and I'm sure it'll settle more, especially when I leave it overnight. Goddamn bubbles. These bubbles will probably pop too. But I'm very glad I filled it up the tank a little more. I mean, there's nothing in there that can jump out. We don't have any fish yet. I am considering one, but I am a little worried about jumping out to tourism. But we've been letting it sit for a while, trying to let this new plant acclimate, and also letting our little critters acclimate to the temperature. See, as I said, it's kind of found its home on this side of the tank. It's kind of covering up our turtle shell, and that is a freshwater turtle shell, so it does belong in a freshwater aquarium. I think this is going to be really nice. I do want to get some gravel in there to cover up the substrate at some point, because this substrate is good, and I might want a little bit more substrate like this. If I can get a smaller pack, I don't need a pack as big as the one I just got again, but a smaller pack would be nice. And then some gravel, maybe some brighter colored gravel. Don't know. I don't want dyed gravel. No dyed gravel, period. None. I'm done with that shit, alright? That's kiddie aquarium shit, you know? So we're not doing that. Alright, folks. Our critters have been acclimating for quite a bit now. So, I'm going to take them, and we're going to gently, slowly pour their water into here. And there's some moss in there with them. It'll go in too. That's more than fine by me. Go on, little friends. You too, go on. And enjoy your new home. You can see life stirring, especially there. Look at those puppies swimming about. What you think those are? Well, I'm going to tell you. They're cherry shrimp, and they're exploring their neat little home. And they've completely disappeared. God damn it. Okay. Well, who can blame them? You know, they want to get acquainted. They're probably a little scared. They really want their habitat to be habitual. Oh, there we go. Hello, little friend. What are you doing? That's a cherry shrimp. Often used as clean-up crews, but shrimp is not only my favourite food, but you know me. I love some fucking arthropods. Huge arthropod fan. Anything with a shell is a bud. Shell equals friend in my book. That includes bugs, everything. But that baby is fun. Look. He's just chilling with his bays. He's just having a good time. And then we also have our new snail friends here. One of our snails is starting to move around. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, there goes a shrimpy. Oh, there he goes. Look at him. These other two snails are still hunkered down. I think it's because they're upside down. Might need to put some tongs or something in there and flip them. But, oh, shrimp friend. But that one is really active. He's going for it. These others are like, hey, keep us out of this, alright? We don't want anything to do with this enclosure. But these snails are also part of a cleanup crew. They were sold as assorted Nerite snails. They get to be about an inch long, since you all forced me to use that system of measurement. They survive best in about 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, another type of measurement you forced me to fucking use. But that's the exact same temperature range as the cherry shrimp, which is why I think they'll do very well together. They're pretty peaceful creatures, great in community tanks, and incredibly easy to care for. They'll eat your algae, but it doesn't hurt to, you know, actually feed them as well, eh? And they were just a few bucks each. And I got 3 of them. And I think we should also give these critters names. Yeah? Like, we got to name our cherry shrimp squad, who's kind of harassing this little guy here. He's just chilling. We got a cherry scrimp. The others are really, oh my god, these other two are really fucking into the turtle shell. Hi. The other one just darted to the other side of the tank. Now he's up on the glass. Put him on the glass. Get it? Prison sex. Look at him go. He is exploring like a mother. Mother shrimper. That makes me happy. Look at them all. That's almost everyone together. That makes me happy. Very happy. And I'm glad that everyone's swimming around, doing everything they can. Now, to tell you just a bit more about these cherry shrimp, who sure do love to swim about. God, I love these guys already. Whoa! See, I told you they like the turtle. So, the cherry shrimp. They're very interesting critters, alright? Incredibly interesting critters. They are a little more than the snails price-wise, even though they're not as big. They get to be about 1.5 inches in length, full-sized. The people I got them from said it was a brand new shipment that they got today. So these puppies are fresh. Not even sure that they're fully grown or anything. But they are active in this enclosure. They are really active in this enclosure. Look at them. They're kind of already cleaning their little shrimp bits and everything. And you see that snail has started to come out. See, he's tugging on that moss like, hey, what's going on here? I don't know where this is. This isn't the same moss that I came in. This guy's still hunkered down. But this snail crossed the substrate and hit the wall. Look at you go. You can't be mad at these little critters. But our cherry shrimp are also peaceful community creatures. And they take a bit more care than the snails, but not terribly much more. You just got to maintain tank temperatures and make sure you give them the right food. I did pick up special shrimp food, but they'll also eat a lot of things in the moss and that stuff that grows in the aquarium and whatnot. A lot of great work's going to be done with these puppies. Look at them go. Just really crawling through all that. Happy little buggers, ain't they? Whoa! Got a little zesty there. That's fine. But yeah, these are our new friends. Very happy to have them. I'm not sure about these names. I'm going to give them to you. I'm definitely sure about the one for the snails. The snails will be called the Littlefoot Legion. And the reason we're calling them that is because of our friend Littlefoot. The last snail which we had wild caught. We released him back into the wild the same day. He just didn't fit our needs and we didn't fit his needs. So Littlefoot went back into the wild and I figure we can name these snails after them. Since we have groups of each critter, those guys need help. I'm going to flip them myself. Since we have multiples of each critter, instead of naming each individual, what I want to do is just name the group. So they're going to be the Littlefoot Legion, and then we have to name our little shrimpies. So the shrimp's name, I'm a bit less confident about. Just a tiny bit. They're starting to hide now. They did their exploring and now they're starting to hide a little bit. But there is one. I just saw him. I actually don't know if it's a fella or a Shayla. But I did just see him. Where'd you go, you little twat? I'll leave it here just in case they pop up. Anyhow, I'm not entirely sure what to name them. I was thinking maybe the Ebera Enclave. I know you mofos really like that kind of thing. And, oh, look at that. Snail is just getting cleaned by the shrimp. A little bath. That's really cute. That snail's almost flipped. I'm going to help those snails. Let's do that now. But yeah, oh, he's got some substrate. What do you think of the Ebera Enclave? I know there's a lot of Godzilla fans subscribed to this channel. This channel was built on Godzilla. So I'm really interested to see what you think of that name. Let me know in the comment section down below if the Ebera Enclave is a name you like, but we're definitely sticking with the Littlefoot Legion. So I flipped our snails which kind of spooked them back into hiding. This one on the left is very pretty. The one on the right is too, but the one on the right I haven't seen move at all. And I mean at all. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. If it is deceased, I'll have to try to get a replacement snail. But I don't, like, want it to be dead. That would be awful. But see, we are just going to wait and see what he does, because you can see this guy already kind of starting to creep out on the left. He is a very, very happy little guy. He and his other friend over here having one shell of a time, you know. And our shrimps are going in and out of the moss. Really loving that. Very happy to see it. I will update you on these guys. I might film like a specimen examination, Safari Sam. And then when that is over, maybe at the end of specimen examinations, we will examine our tank critters. We do have a lot of them. Once again, 6 little critters in here right now. Very happy. Very cool. We got up right in the back corner there, one of our cherry shrimps is kicking around in the substrate. Don't know if you can see him past the plant, but he is out there. So that's it. We've got the Littlefoot Legion, probably the Ebera Enclave. Definitely let me know what you think of both names. Even the Littlefoot Legion is staying. That one's set. Because you can see this Littlefoot here moving about. They're just going to call them the Littlefoots, the Little Feets. But this other snail's not reacting at all to anything. Hopefully they're just a skittish little guy. Hopefully that's all that's going on. Right now I'm going to do just a bit more research on a lot of tank shit for future fuckery, and then I'm probably going to go to bed because I'm very poor, and we poors need sleep, not like those billionaires that get up at 4 o'clock and take fucking cold showers, which they definitely don't do, right? Like, those billionaires sleep till noon and then they sit in the shower for an hour. Oh, but that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And tune in next time to see what's happening with this different looking snail, because if they're not alive, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to get another snail or a refund, because I can't afford to just not go back. Am I right, folks? I'm right, but I mean, these other 2 snails are definitely active. I mean, look at them spin their little friend around there. So hopefully that snail is okay and just really shy. That would be preferable. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. We got more snails and shrimp coming soon. They're going to help me keep this tank clean and bioactive up until and after we get our little critters. So that's it. Thank you all once again. See you all next time. Bye for now.